What's up, everyone? Morey Croson here with the Performance Lab of California. We're going to do a breakdown here today on Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz has been, really doing a great job this season. One of the front runners for MVP. Eagles are doing great. Offense is looking great. The last time we did a breakdown of Carson Wentz, it was, I'm pretty sure it was his pro day. And it was more of a comparison video between him and Jared Goff. I don't think the overall quality of the video was that great, so I thought I'd go and revisit him since he's been doing so well and also get some in-game footage of him. So we'll get going with the breakdown here. First, I mean, the big thing that you gotta love about Carson Wentz, and one of the reasons why I think he's gonna have a bright future in the NFL is because of that quick release. I mean, he just gets the ball right back and right back through, very Aaron Rodgers-esque. I think he could definitely work on making it a little bit quicker, but definitely one of the faster releases in the league, and we could always get a little bit better. So, and the way that he does that is he gets that elbow back and he keeps that ball low, but he doesn't get it too high. So see how he stops it right there, and then he starts getting it back through right away, and he doesn't let that ball get stuck behind his head. Gets that nose facing towards the football, or sorry, towards the target right away. I mean, this is something that I try to reiterate with quarterbacks all the time. Better release time makes it so you get that elbow through quick, get that nose turn, and it's all that ability to create the supination in the wrist. And so see right here as he's turning the ball towards the target, that supination is really the key in getting rid of the football, okay? And if you can work on that, you're going to end up being able to get rid of the ball a lot faster. In terms of lower body, you can see that he does a good job keeping that weight back. Okay, as he loads, he gets that foot down, and then he does a good job pivoting there. He gets a hard pivot on that back leg to really get those hips going and rotating through. Very stiff front leg. He does a lot of rotation in that mid back and then through the core. He's got really strong obliques, and that's a big reason why he's able to create the force that he does. The next one's going to be throwing on the run, and this is where you could really see that external that rotation in his mid back. So one of the things that you want to do when you're loading and you're throwing on the run is you're really changing up what is the foot that you're pushing off of. So see how he's landing with that right foot and then coming through from there, and then what really generates the torque is that good solid base on that right side. He had to kind of change up his throw a little bit since he had some guys in his face, but you could see how then it's all big rotation in that mid back. I mean, I know I was a little bit better at throwing on the run because I had a little bit more oblique rotation, T-spine rotation, and you can see he's very similar in that regard. He's very much oblique T-spine dominant, and so he's going to be much more effective on the run. You can see how that offense even revolves around that. I mean, they do a lot of stuff where they're moving him around. I mean, he's a pretty mobile guy in itself, but being able to throw with the mobility that he does is definitely something that only some guys can achieve. So now we're going to go to the last one. This is going to be a little bit more of a deep ball. I love seeing that shift from back to forward, and you can see how he's low there, and then he rises up as he's coming through with the football. And I would say he opens up that front shoulder a little bit early. I think he could probably keep that closed a little bit more. But nothing too crazy. It's not like it gets way far ahead. Usually you want to get those hips open, get that lower core to get going first before you get that shoulder to start rotating around. But he still does a good job of, maybe he was taught to kind of keep that thumb kind of close up to his collarbone. I know some guys are taught that, and so he's able to get everything back straightened out and gets that elbow through pretty nicely. I mean, it doesn't overall affect the look of the mechanics, and everything looks pretty good. He could just probably get a little bit more torque out of his mid, really his shoulders if he weighed a little bit on opening up that shoulder. So just a little bit of a feedback there, but overall, I mean, good job pushing off that back leg. Has good strong hips. The hips continue to rotate all the way through the throw. And again, he gets that elbow through, gets good external rotation, does a good job getting that nose facing towards the ball quickly. I mean, again, the guy has a really, really bright future just because of some of the things that he does really, really well. Like I said, the one thing I'd say to maybe work on would be don't open up that front shoulder so early, but he has a quick release, so he's able to definitely get away with it and doesn't end up affecting him too bad or really at all. So as always, thanks for watching these videos, guys. We have a bunch of these throw breakdowns. I really recommend checking them out. We have things that are based off of, just overall quarterbacks, and we also things that will help you try to improve, like getting a further deep ball, how to throw on the run, just things like that that can, help you as a quarterback. We also have a free 30-day membership on our website. Go check that out. Click on memberships at the top right, and sign up. You'll get free 30 days, and you'll be able to see what we do there, where we talk about, dive even deeper into how you can become a better quarterback, how you can work on your mechanics. We also go into speed, how you can run faster. We have exercises, injury prevention. There's a lot of good stuff that we have there. And then if you're interested in any of our throw breakdown stuff, getting this done for you personally, where we go and look at your mechanics, see how you can get a little bit better, we also do that as well. So if you have any questions or any recommendations for other breakdowns, either leave a comment or you can send me an email at Morey, Morey, at yourperformancelab.com. That's Morey, Morey, at yourperformancelab.com. As always, thanks for watching these videos, and we will see you soon.